Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. This one's a little bit of a quicker one, but kind of an interesting one too, where PlayStation fans are maybe getting to be into a little bit of a treat. Now, as you guys do or do not know, we've been seeing some pretty big rumors and a lot of good stuff, both coming up from Gamescom, and as well, part two, just like kind of overdue. We're seeing some PlayStation conferences that might be kind of leaked. We're hearing some rumors, even like a very, very light rumors as well for another upcoming Xbox showcase. We're hearing rumors still on the Switch, like Pro, if that ever comes out, the brand new PlayStation, if it's going to come out, like the new Slim. So right now, a lot of gaming fans are kind of on the edge of their seats trying to find any little baby bit of information for upcoming games. And this one's going to be a little bit of a fun video because this one is definitely going down a little bit of a rabbit hole. But it's going to be a fun rabbit hole for us nonetheless. So if you guys will stay tuned, relax, and enjoy, and as well, we have a few little drama things to talk about too, even more updates on people being upset about the Xbox 360 shutdown, some cool movie news, and everything else in between. So let's go talk about it. If you guys are bored, we're going to be doing a little bit of a drinking stream up on Twitch. If you guys are bored and want to swing on by and just see me look like an idiot, link down below. Of course, subscribe if you guys are new for all the Twitter and all that good stuff, if you guys would like it. If not, that's also totally okay too. So I'm going to show you guys something over here. And this one is, once again, this is like that big brain hat, the one meme, where basically you have the nice little board of lines everywhere trying to go interconnect the dots. And this is where PlayStation fans, myself included, might be in for a little bit of a treat. So you guys may or may not want to maybe recognize a few of these lovely folks that are right to my left over here, my right, your left. Good old Keanu Reeves. Interesting. And who else might this go and be? Norman Reedus. Interesting. You know, I'm very curious on what games have they been a part of before? Are both of these huge megastar actors a part of any major game? Well, you know, Cyberpunk was a pretty big game that for some odd reason Keanu Reeves was very integrated into. I'm not against it. It was a very intriguing game, very intriguing character, but okay. I could kind of steal this, you know, this train of thought. I get it. Oh, Norman Reedus. Death Stranding. That was a good game. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I played it. I beat it like within 3 days. I binged that game. It was great. But isn't there supposed to be a Death Stranding 2 coming out in the near future? Interesting. So I wonder who is making Death Stranding 2. Oh, wait. Who is the person unironically posting this picture right here up on Instagram? If it's none other than Hideo Kojima himself. Interesting. So we kind of go through some of these photos over here, and we're seeing these two ragtag superstars at this point flopping on in and looking like they're doing something. Now, if you guys do or do not know, Hideo Kojima is definitely a man, the myth, the legend that likes to go and tease things, and we've also seen a lot of stuff throughout this past few weeks where, well, it's a little bit more cooler than expected. Now, what I'm going to go talk about that is number one. When it comes to this, Kojima, he has been actually editing, and even made like public statements right now, discussing the fact that this game is going to be having brand new trailers, more hype and everything behind it, and hopefully will be coming sooner rather than later. But this is one of the very first notions we've seen him randomly show up Keanu Reeves of all people. Now, this does kind of look a little bit more like a proper film set outside. Like, I'm not really sure exactly what's going on, because I see people with like a few cameras, motorcycles, dogs. Could even just be a normal casual hangout. But these are very peculiar for someone like Hideo Kojima to go and tweet out. So as I said, this might be like a huge either teaser for Death Stranding 2, basically stating, hey, yo, this game is going to be coming out sooner rather than later. You should maybe go and maybe go look and see if Keanu Reeves is a part of it. Or as well, we have been hearing rumors of Hideo Kojima kind of basically doing more actual acting. Now, this may not be the biggest thing for PlayStation, but I'm someone who is very intrigued on these crossovers, and especially when they're unexpected. So Hideo Kojima has shared a bunch of photos of Norman Reedus and Keanu Reeves hanging out, which naturally sent Death Stranding fans for a loop. Not confirmed, by the way. I always want to remind you guys, but Kojima is one of the most acclaimed names in gaming. His rich knowledge, I'm sure you guys have seen from all of his stories, Metal Gear games, etc., PT, and all of that. And while some of them have been a little bit critiqued for being too cinematic, Kojima ensures that he's crafting games that really leverage the medium while still packing the punch of something akin to a well-crafted film or TV show. He's been able to pull this off with the help of major celebrities such as Kiefer Sutherland and Norman Reedus, but Death Stranding 2 looks like it might even boast an even larger cast with actors like Ellie Fanning as well, joining the series. So fans now are assuming that the legendary actor Keanu Reeves, as you guys can see over in these photos, might also be low-key joining Death Stranding 2. It is a really big possibility based on how Kojima works, and he always loves sending people for a loop because it makes it for fun to talk about. So over on the Instagram, he shared a post of the Death Stranding star Norman Reedus and John Wick star hanging out, seemingly riding bikes somewhere. But once again, if you guys ever actually had a chance to go and play Death Stranding, then guess what? There was bikes everywhere. You're basically going on a little moped, flowing around, cars, etc. But I think the bike was probably the one I've, funny enough, used the most. And that was a very integral part of the story, which also might be a big teaser. Could be completely just baiting us for attention, but either way. And this is kind of crazy to go and see this, because they're not really sure if Kojima was on this journey or if he had the pictures, because he's a big fan. But as well, Keanu Reeves, don't forget, also visited Kojima Productions in 2019 ahead of the release of the first Death Stranding, but also seemed like a friendly visit. But once again, a lot of folks are kind of thinking like, hey, yo, why is this guy doing this? Why is he visiting? Is it like a mutual fandom? Did he like the game? Did he hear about the game? What's going on? He also, don't forget, Keanu Reeves was involved in Cyberpunk 2077, so it does seem like he's okay with the acting, mocap acting, and just being involved in the general process, and probably enjoys this. Like, he likes the futuristic stuff. If you want to go based on, you know, the Matrix, he probably likes the idea of like something futuristic and desolate, and it would kind of make a lot of sense for this. So we might hear some more news, maybe in Death Stranding 2, either at the Game of Year Awards or potentially at Gamescom, although we haven't really seen too much teasers for Gamescom, but very intriguing to see nonetheless. Now, I want to remind you guys, apparently Kojima has been working on more edited trailers for the upcoming games, so we might even see even more stuff too, now that the story's maybe fully done and solidified, or at least getting close to it. They might have a little bit more information for us to go and see. So very intriguing stuff nonetheless. A little more PlayStation news too, as well as I'm over here. It almost makes me want to go play some Gran Turismo. I play American Truck Sim up on my stream if you guys are bored. But basically, this is the good old Gran Turismo movie that actually did have some pretty good vibes. A lot of folks actually did enjoy it, as apparently already learned $23 million internationally. So we've actually had a chance to see them do some pretty good numbers. I was a little on the lower side compared to like a Barbie or even Oppenheimer, but at the same time, international is usually where stuff starts going, and at the same time, the movie does look pretty good. Like, I think I actually might want to check this one out. Not sure if I want to see it in movie theaters, or if this is one of those movies I'll watch, like, you know, like on HBO in a few months, or like try to find online or whatever it might be. But it's always nice to go and see this kind of going on, because, well, video game, TV shows, and movies have done very well. Last of Us, very good example. A God of War show, I really want to watch that. Uncharted, very, very well. And also even look at the Mario movie, which is boasted over, I think, $1 billion if you include international numbers, which is absolutely insane if you go and think about it. But a lot of folks are actually excited for it too as well. Look, very excited to see this movie too on top of this one. Does anyone know if it's based on a true story? Probably memeing on the fact that it was based on a true story. People keep on talking about that one too as well. And it's kind of cool because we even made a video on it not too long ago, talking about like where these actual actors are. Well, I guess the real people, but like where they're actually at now and how they're doing, and if they're doing well, and if they're like, you know, still racing, everything in between. It's been very, very nice. And they even had like good reviews. They're saying like, yeah, it was a really good, like, paced exactly like a Sony movie. They had an 8.5. It wasn't that bad, but they said it was a top-down racing movie on real story from recent times. And they said they kind of liked it too as well. Like, a lot of folks are liking it. They're rolling with it. I'm not sure if this will be a fantastic, great movie, but you guys can see a lot of like real people are saying, yeah, gonna be a good time. Movie was amazing. Great movie. They liked it, you know, on top of it. The film was amazing. One of my favorite films this year. Same. Although this person's been really hardcore. They're like, yeah, same. See it again. I love it. But like people are like going like, yeah, it's not too actually that bad at the end of the day. So all that kind of cool and fun stuff with that. Skull and Bones, the game that will probably never actually release well, because this game just seems like it's perpetually always getting pushed back. Apparently it does finally have their closed beta with no NDA. Now, when people first played this game, I did not play it. I'm not a part of an NDA, did nothing with it, but it did kind of seem like a lot of folks didn't really like the game. It kind of seemed bad, and they had to kind of go back to their drawing board. So I kind of feel like this game is never going to come out, but it does kind of seem like these upcoming few weeks we'll have a chance to go and see it at the end of the day. Now, last but not least, people are still upset about the Xbox 360 shutting down. We've been seeing a really big social media push where everyone's kind of just upset about it. Like, a lot of folks are just, well, kind of wishing they could have a chance to keep their games. People are like scared because a lot of games are actually getting removed from the store too as well, and I wouldn't judge them. I'm not blaming them. Like, a lot of stuff has actually changed overall, and well, it has been like over 15 years or something crazy like this one. We still have a whole another year though until the store shut down, but a lot of people on Twitter are just worried about their games. They're worried about the game preservation. They're worried if like the store gets removed, or at the same time if they can never maybe even run some of their disc games themselves ever again. And it kind of makes me sad too, because I went on a nice rant before that I really liked the 360 time. That was like some good times with my friends, my buds, everyone, and it made me want to go and like, I don't know, just play games and maybe enjoy games and made me feel happy when I had a chance to just exist. So it kind of does make me sad. I think I'm with all the other people up on the Reddit and Twitter who are a little bit upset on it, but it's understandable. Like, it's not like one of those things where, you know, it's probably just not effective for them cost-wise, money-wise. Like, I get it. I wish they could keep it. I wish they can, you know, keep the servers up. It's Microsoft. They make a lot of money. But at the same time, all these games, if they can be ported over to newer gen consoles, it's not the worst. If they, a lot of the times, I don't know. Like, it's just a very intriguing thing. Like, I miss it. Like, a lot of folks are going to be sad. This will be a very sad day, I think, for me. Not like where I'm going to sit down and cry, obviously, but I'll miss it. I'll miss the era. I'll miss the time. I still look at it very fondly as of now. So if you guys are bored, we're probably drinking up on Twitch. If you guys want to hang out and chill, we also have the Amazon links down below. We also have the Twitter and Twitch you can mention, or subscribe if you guys are new. Give me your thoughts and comments and all this one. I'll see you guys up on the next video, probably tomorrow. Love you guys.